Have you been refused a Canadian study permit and you're wondering what next to do with your admission? Not to worry. This is the right video for you to watch, as I'll be taking you through the steps that you can take in achieving your dreams of studying in Canada.
Oh, na na na, oh, it's Pascal again.
Hello guys, and you're welcome to the journey of a Naija Boy. My name is Pascal OK, but you can call me Pascali, that you already know. If you're new to my channel, you're very welcome. Do not forget to click on the subscribe button and share this video with your friends. Also like my video, and if you have any question, don't forget you can always comment below and I will try my best to respond to your question. Today, like I said, we'll be talking about what to do when you've been refused your study permit. What is it that you can do when you've been refused your study permit? I know that the goal of everyone that is applying to study abroad is to come to Canada itself, to come and see the facility, to come and enjoy the system of education that exists in Canada and also be a part of it. And when you've gotten your admission and you've not been given a study permit to come, it is almost like impossible for you to even reach here. It is almost impossible for you to enjoy the facilities or to appreciate the level of education that you are going to get here. But not to worry, today I'll be telling you the things that you can do. Firstly, if you find yourself in this situation that you apply for a study permit and you were rejected, I think the first thing for you to do is not to worry. Do not worry, because worry cannot do you anything. So the first thing for you to do is to get in touch with the school academic office and write to them telling them your situation, because most times, in most cases, you probably get denied or refused the study permit almost at the point of traveling or getting ready to start your study in Canada. So you need to inform the school that you've been refused or you've been rejected for the study permit approval. So once you get in touch with them, the school in most cases will try their best to explain to you your situation and the things that you can do in this situation. And part of the things that you can do is first understanding what kind of education delivery is the school offering to you. So there are two educational delivery of study currently available in Canada, and the first one is the blended delivery of education. And what do I mean by the blended delivery of education? It comprises of the virtual educational delivery and also the on-campus delivery of education, meaning that you can study online and also come to Canada to complete the rest in classes. And there's also the second one, which is basically the virtual delivery. That means that the most of your education, if not all of your education, will be done online. But I understand that not all of us want to settle for the online delivery. So we would need to come to Canada, or we would want to come to Canada. So if you find yourself in this position again, what are the things that you can do? I think the first option that is available to you is to know whether or not your study is blended delivery. If it is blended delivery, that means that you can always reapply for your study permit again and start receiving lectures online. Because the Canadian government recognized the contribution of international students to the economic activity of Canada, and knowing that they've generated over $20 billion from international students. So they have made sure or they've come up with another plan to help you secure the approval for your study permit. So there is a two-step approval process now when it comes to the study permit application to Canada. What are those two steps? The first one is to get an approval in principle. An approval in principle is just saying that you have all the required documents to get into Canada, but then you have not been granted your full study permit. But the Canadian Immigration Service understand that you meet the requirement and they know that your study is about to start. So therefore, they're going to issue you what is called an approval in principle. An approval in principle does not guarantee that you will get your full study permit at the end of the day. So be very careful. Make sure that you've submitted all the required documents, and even if you have not submitted as at the point that the approval in principle is given to you, make sure that you have the basic requirements, which are mostly your birth certificate, your police report, your biometrics, and in some cases your medical examination. So if you want to get your approval in process, just make sure that you submit your application just like the other people. And the way it is done is that because they recognize that most students are ready to come to Canada, and especially for the students that will be resuming in the fall of 2021, so they know the immigration service understand that you want to come to Canada, and so they will try not to delay you. So what they've been doing with these new steps is that they would be quick to respond to all the study permit applications that have been submitted. So meaning that once they get to you, if they are not ready to grant you the full study permit, they're going to issue you an approval in principle. And the second step itself is to fully review your application, and then they will give you the full study permit. So in most cases, I would say to you that you should not worry at all. If you have been refused once before or twice, perhaps, you can try as much as possible to look through the things that were written in your rejection letter and see maybe there are certain documents that are really missing. If there are documents that are missing that made them to refuse you the study permit, you can try as much as possible to look for those documents. And another thing that I should tell you is that in the immigration process itself, no matter which of the immigration process you apply for, even the permanent residency, the work permit, or whatever, there is a chance for you to write a letter of explanation. And what is a letter of explanation about? A letter of explanation is for you to kind of explain to the immigration services what are the documents that you have in your submitted application, and what are those documents that are missing and the reason why they are missing. They will say to you that it is best that you submit more than what is needed for your application to be processed, rather than submitting the list of things for your application. So like I said to you, do not worry, do not panic. Just try as much as possible to package or repackage your application again. Look through it very well, see the things that are missing there that is making them to refuse you, or that has made them to refuse you your application in the first place, and apply for it. And like I said to you, another thing that you should know, another thing that I want you to know is that if your study is a blended delivery system, and you have to start online first before coming. Maybe you have to start online abroad in your home country before coming to join your fellow students in Canada for the on-campus study. You are eligible, or the time of studying in your home country is counted alongside the on-campus time that you're going to come and spend in Canada towards your postgraduate work permit. So meaning that it is not even a problem to even get your postgraduate work permit, so long you finally achieve or you finally get your study permit into Canada. So meaning that if you are to start in September and you were refused in August, your study permit was refused in August, you can go ahead and reapply again, and then choose to start your school in September online and start maybe till like December. And if your study permit comes out before December, you can then take your flight to Canada to come and complete the rest of your study, and the time that you've spent at home to even study online will be counted towards your postgraduate work permit. And I must tell you that the Canadian government is trying their best to make sure that all things go to plan. But believe me, because of the situation that we have with the COVID-19, even the people that are applying for the permanent residency, the Canadian experience classes, the work permits, is taking a longer time to get those approval. And even if you put a call through to the immigration office, you will see that sometimes they might not even pick your call. So I would say to you that don't worry, don't fret, do not be afraid. Just make sure that you package all your application very well, and make sure that you communicate with your academic or admission office. Communication is key. Like I said, or like I've always been saying in my videos, the Canadian system itself generally appreciates you picking up to ask questions about things that you don't know, about things that you do not understand. They don't like you making assumption. It is best that you ask the question over and over again to get your answer, rather than just keeping quiet or not knowing what to do. So my brother, my sister, if you're watching right now, I hope that I've been able to help you in one way or the other to calm you down, and also to be able to move forward with your dream of studying in Canada. And if you need to talk to me, I have a new website that I just opened. It is www.pascoke.com. Pascoke is spelled as PASCOKE.com, and you can go to the services tab and click to book a time with me, to talk to me, to have a quick chat with me. I'm always available to talk with you. So do not forget to check my website, pascoke.com, and I'll be looking forward to hear from you. If you have any question, you can also put them in the comment section. I'll try my best to answer them too. And do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with all your friends. Till next time that I meet you again, I remain your guy, Pascal, aka Pascali, that you already know. Take care. Bye.